Welcome back. So in this lesson, we're going to cover how to make course choices based on your niche. So who is going to buy this course from you? We're going to cover goal setting. We're going to cover determining where your client is in their knowledge base and then helping them get to those goals because that's the whole point of this course, your course. So you're going to want to start by downloading that workbook. In the next few minutes, the things I'm going to walk through, you can stop and take notes because this is a good time to start thinking about those things. So the very first step is actually to establish goals. You want to know, what do you want your client to know by the time the course is over, and what do you want your client to be able to do when the course is over? Those two questions are really important in helping you figure out what point B is for your course and for your learner. So after you do that, make sure you take your answers to those questions and make them into a list. Not just any list. This list should have concrete action words at the beginning. So in the workbook, the examples that I have are about, my goals for you in this particular lesson. So I want you to be able to list the course goals for your client, identify the learning gaps, and then use the knowledge to decide the evergreen course type that you need. So after you have, set out a list of very concrete goals, you're going to want to think about what your client doesn't know. So if you don't know what they don't know, then you do need to go find out. The things that you need to know are, what do they know about the topic that you're trying to teach? And what can they do right now? So you see, those are kind of the reverse of the questions that I asked you to determine the goals. You need to know what they know and what they can do. Really the only way to help you, this is really the only way to help your ideal client get from point A to point B, is actually defining what point A and point B are. And then the final step is bridging that gap, right? Building that bridge between A and B. And this bit needs to go a little beyond, well, I'm going to bridge it with my course content, of course, and dig a bit into the actual steps that they'll need to follow to get from what they know to what you want them to know. And these can be bigger steps at this point. So for example, if I want to teach you how to jump rope, and that's the example in the workbook, my big steps might be buying the jump rope, how to hold handles, swing speed, and practicing. But each one of those bigger pieces will be broken down into smaller steps within an individual lesson. So for example, buying the right rope would include things like things to consider, different types of price ranges, different types of jump rope materials. So information that could help you make the decision about buying the right rope for you. So right now we're not worried about the little pieces. We're just worried about the bigger pieces, because those steps are going to be a good starting point for how many lessons you're going to need in your evergreen course. And then you'll use that information going forward. Don't get too bogged down in the details of exactly how many steps. You just really want to have a good ballpark range, because it's going to help you with course size, which is the rest of what this course is going to cover.